Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we're going to play some more CubeLock. Hopefully we hit Diamond. That'd be pretty great. And yeah, anyways, there's not much else to this intro, so let's just jump right into the first game. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Oh fuck, a rogue? Getting trolled already. Dirt's pretty good. Demon's also pretty good. Faceless is shit early game. So I've been getting a lot of questions actually about this deck. Mostly about Archwitch Willow. So far the card's not great, I'm not gonna lie. You guys will notice that a list is a little bit different compared to what it was. I added an expired merchant for more early game and cutting this off. So the reason I did that is because I'm not facing many late game decks when playing this deck. So I think I need to put more early game. I was even thinking of cutting like Willow, one Voidlord, and one Faceless just because I don't need that much value come to late game, just to add more removal early game and more cards like Mistress in order to improve the early game aspect of the deck. So yeah, just have to say this list is not perfect by any means either. But yeah. One thing I did learn though, I should be more aggressive with my cards like Dirty Rat in matchups like this. So they typically keep a lot of minions, so doing something like this is really fine. As well, because if I would have pulled Hench Clan Thug and he would have went hero power hit with the Hench Clan Thug, Defile would have been like super good. We're going 1 and then 2 on to kill it. So right now this is taking up 6 damage, which is really good for me. I have this next turn. Hopefully I try to Voidcaller off of it. I'm keeping the 1 health a guy alive for Defile. So yeah, I mean, I drew the Voidcaller for turn, which is really good actually. Means I don't necessarily have to Defile next turn. Oh, I can't even kill that with Defile. See, this is where I'm thinking of putting more late game oriented cards in here. I think this is just better. I can't let that live is the big thing. Yeah, that's 7 damage, so that's fine. Not letting that live is very important. Because letting it live is very, like, I don't understand how to properly say how bad it is. That was an interesting order, my guy. I think it's Voidcaller's turn, not... Is it Skull? No, I think it's Voidcaller's. You don't want Skull to pull Voidcaller. That's, like, so much lost value. Like this, I'm able to hit here, and I have something at 1 health to Defile. So it's, like, pretty good. Okay. Play something at 2 health? That's not something at 2 health. Drawing Grizzled Wizard here would be really dope. Oh, so he just passively gives you a weapon plus 2 attack. Ooh. Mistress of Mixtures is a super good card. This is actually, like, super fucking clean. I get a free tap here, which is really nice. Gluttonous Ooze is also going to be really nice here. This is a weapon up here most likely, so I can Gluttonous Ooze that. Plague of Flames would also be a really good card to get. Yeah. Plague of Flame would be super good. Just because it allows me to go like Carnivorous Cube, this, Plague, whatever he plays here. And then be super happy with all the value I gained. Willow would actually be a surprisingly good draw soon. You see, like, that's the thing, right? I find that Willow is really good if you can keep demons in your deck, but having played this deck a significant amount, that's like 30 games, right? You don't want to keep Willow in your deck. Sorry, you don't want to keep demons in your deck, you want to draw them. That's actually really good for me. He spent his entire turn doing fuck all. That's really bad for me. This is fun. That deck doesn't typically play silences, so this is going to be able to hit this next turn, which is going to be really good. The reason you don't do it now is because, or else you just hero power and hit this, and then I couldn't kill it, right? This gives me a play later on Plan is to probably cube the Carnivorous, or to cube the Voidlord after it's summoned. Oh, he's just going straight face. Man's greedy as fuck. Okay. This is fine. Ooh, that's also that's also a really, really good card. We take off as much damage as possible here. And then I believe cubing this is correct. This way, it plays around one piece of removal, or like a silence piece of removal, by killing off my own guy. Now I have 3 taunt things, which is significantly harder for him to deal with. Because that deck can't even play Bladestorm anymore. If I'm not mistaken, that was moved up to 4 mana. So. Alright, so he actually just conceded. Yeah. Alright, he's gonna concede after he sees this, I think. Okay. Yeah. I drew Willow. Beautiful. That feels really good. I love crushing the rogue players. I fucking hate that class. Well, yeah, so little bit of information about this game. I think how we played this was really, really good, but I do think I could have possibly made a mistake. The turn where I Dark Skies, it was a little early. I could have definitely probably held that for one more turn. As well, I guess this is more for against any other deck. Never play Expired Merchant without killing it off yourself, unless you're almost 100% sure your opponent doesn't have a silence. The reasoning for that is, say against a priest, there's like a 90% chance you get your Expired Merchant silenced, right? They will dig as hard as they can to find a master spell to silence it if you don't kill it off yourself. So it's very, very important. Same thing with cubes. I don't normally like playing cubes without being able to kill them off myself, unless I figure that my opponent doesn't have silence because it's not popular in the meta right now. Besides for decks like Highlander decks, which normally have the extra tech slots for a silence effect. So priest. And sometimes Reno mages have it, sometimes Highlander hunters have it. Just be aware that doing plays like that against those classes might be a little bit more risque. And yeah, anyways, let's jump right into the next game. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Hunters. So Hunter nowadays is becoming more and more and more popular. It's very, very weird. And I don't like it. Wizard. This card is really good, but I think it's better to save it off. So normally you wouldn't keep cards like Enhanced Dreadlord. They don't really make that much sense to keep. But in this matchup, with the skull, and being able to coin out the skull, it gives me the Enhanced Dreadlord on turn 5. And it's very, very, very solid. But yeah, normally if I'm keeping skull, I normally want to keep 1 demon, or if I'm keeping Voidcaller, I normally keep 1 demon just to guarantee to be able to play them early as possible. But yeah, that's just... Normally this isn't a keep without this card in hand. This thing is actually very hard to make a mulligan guide for, because there's so many corner cases of what you would keep and what you wouldn't keep. And it's super, super different depending on what matchup you're playing in as well. This means I can't tap next turn, right? Yeah, because next turn I would tap, I'd go up to 8 cards and then 9 cards, so Sense Demon would put me up to 10 cards. Sense Demons is basically a tap on a turn, so just be aware of that. A way to get around that is to play Dirty Rat here. Fucking time. This happens to me every fucking time. Why the... I need to stop doing that because I just expect this to happen now. Yeah, I think I lost the game off its summoning Dragon's Bane. Shut the fuck up, you dirty cunt. Oh, I can get that right. There's no way I can actually kill this here, which is really, really obnoxious. I would have needed something else to be able to hit it. Because this would have been at 3, this would have been at 3. It's very, very weird. Jesus Christ. Balance, I think. Voidcaller here is going to be really fucking good. No, I don't have anything at 1 health then. This might be one of those weird... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say if I drew Expired Merchant, I don't think I played the Voidcaller here. Trying to keep as much value on the board as possible. This game is gonna be insanely hard to win because I've taken an additional 10 damage from my Dirty Rat. It feels super fucking bad. If I would have pulled Zephrys there, I won the game, which is the annoying part. I should be able to kill off his guy here, and then I'm able to go Skull. This is really dope. He hit face 3 times in a row. So I actually just lose this game because of that. Oh, fuck me. These health totals are so fucking weird. But Defile first and trade in there. Then I can't play Skull, but I have to play it here. I meant to Defile first. Saved. Possibly saved. I'm dead here almost 100%. There's no way he doesn't have 1 damage direct to my face. I can't believe the Dragon's Bane hit me 3 times in the face. 3 turns in a row. I've also played Dirty Rat exactly 4 times against Hunter, and it's pulled Dragon's Bane all 4 times. I've never pulled anything good against Hunter. If priests are unexistent, by the way, this deck becomes so much better if I change how I have it built. So, I think I played like easily 30 games yesterday, and I don't think I ran into 1 single priest, or maybe 1 priest. So I might be cutting the combo out of this deck just because priest is no longer popular, but that's for me to decide later on. I guess we just killed another one, and hopefully it goes better. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Okay, so Hunter is like the new most popular deck in the meta. So I need to learn to tech my deck against Hunter. The problem is that the combo is also really good against Hunter. See, like, Voidlord would have been a kept if I had Voidcaller or Skull. But because I don't, I can't keep it. That's just something very, very interesting to pay attention to. Well, I drew the other Voidlord, and you can shut the fuck up. So this hand is looking like an instant loss. If the deck is any bit aggressive, I think I lose with this hand. It's very, very obnoxious. I think it's pretty good though. Kobold Librarian is also really good. It gives me a play next turn. If I don't have to just Dark Skies. Taking damage here is super bad, though. And I take so much damage this turn. But I genuinely believe that this is the right play. If he goes Coin Dragonbane, I'm going to be very, very tilted. Every single Hunter I play against has it on turn 4, so it's like, it's bringing back memories of Raza. Of Razaing on curve. Every single time I play against that shitty fucking deck. This is actually really, really good here. Like, surprisingly good. So that it's there. He draws a beast, gives it +2/+2. I can't play the Kobold Lackey yet. I want to save it for Defile math, so it's really, really good. But for right now, hopefully that's explosive. I have to test with this first, though. I can test for freezing with this, because I don't want to have it frozen. Just, this might look really fucking weird, but I think Plague is the play here. Either that or Cube, and I don't really want to Cube this, but I think that might actually just be better. That's fine. Should have put this on this side. That's a kind of big mistake by me. I know it doesn't seem big, but this is most likely Highlander, and theoretically Zephyrs could get Explosive Shot, but just in general, it would have been better to play on this side. Also, cubing that card is a card you don't normally want to cube, but I feel like I'm in a position where cubing it makes the most logical sense. Gives me a really nice trade here. Gul'dan is a very solid draw. That's fine. I just remembered that what's in here is something I don't want, so doing this onto that doesn't make sense. That deck typically would not have two pieces of silence. If it has one, I'm still fine here, because I have another copy and he also kind of wants to silence this. But I think getting the Gul'dan hero power as soon as possible, even though it doesn't res that much shit, is super, super, super important, just because it counters his hero power very, very nicely, right? It makes sure that I'm going to stay healthy, because it's dealing him 3 damage and gaining me 3 health. So in reality, what's happening in 2 turns from hero powers is a 4 health change, positive for me. This is actually really nice, because I get to do this to kill that, and then this to kill that, which is really, really dope. I have to make sure not to burn a card. That's not the one I want to play. So that is like the perfect amount of cards. And yeah, I don't need to tap anymore. I basically have all the value I need in my hand. Sure, it would be nice to draw Sense Demons or Enhanced Dreadlords or Mal'Ganis, but right now I'm basically chilling, so I'm actually really scared to see this deck become popular, because right now it's like that very rogue pick deck and nobody's teching for it, which makes me really happy. Because that's exactly like the type of deck I think this deck should be. It's... Oh, it's explosive. Even better for me, yes. I want to tap here. Here, I'll do a quarter measure of tap, which is just play the Kobold. Just because this could happen. And I just dropped Gul'dan anyways next turn, even though it reses... Right now, it reses nothing, really. But I can trade these in. Like, I can trade this shit in to have it res it as well. I don't want this lackey. I would rather have higher odds at a better minion. I missed 2 damage at face, but I gained 1 extra demon. And I think that 1 extra demon is better. I hit the Voidlord, which is important. There was 2 other Voidcallers that died, which would have been better than Voidwalkers, right? Voidwalker, yeah. But, you know, this is... That's possibly the best dragon he could have hit. Because that just wipes my board, I think. Yeah. He hit it in such a way where... Oh, it didn't kill the one I kind of wanted to die. No, it looks cool because Enhanced Dreadlord is centered. This is how much... This is... lethal? 6, 11, 14. It was exactly lethal, but this makes it 1 off. Okay, so I gotta eat that at least. It's better than giving him more health. Oh, he wants to keep it even on both sides. What a guy. He wants to make it stay pretty. That is a really solid card. I don't even have close to lethal. I was wondering with Grizzled Wizard if I was able to find lethal somehow, but there wasn't. Because I couldn't then defile the file, or this, the file, because it would have killed most likely all of my guys. And even then, I would be 3, 4, 5, so I'd still be 2 damage off. That burns a card for the... No, it doesn't, because Skull will summon them first. Oh, that's pretty. Drawing Mal'Ganis is really good. It makes my things, like, almost guaranteed lethal. Because I can just, I mean, I guess I can't theoretically just play it, but my hunter opponent's not having a good time. It's almost like when I don't pull Dragonbane on turn 2, he can't win. That's fine. That's completely fine. I also didn't want to give him really this hero power for a turn. It's like really bad for me. Is that lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22. White. It's not quite lethal. I think I do the quarter measure, which is this and this. And then suck his face. I don't have to play this yet. There's no point in me playing it. I guess I could have attacked if I played it, but I don't think I need it right now to kill him. But even through that, I'm still chilling. Because he can't, I don't think he can kill all of my things. Yeah, no, he can't. Proc the freezing trap with this. And if it's not freezing trap, he dies. So, and even if it is freezing trap, he dies. If I didn't exactly proc it with this, I think he didn't die, right? Oh no, he still died. Oh well. Our hunter opponent did not enjoy that game. I did. That's what's important. Alright. We're gonna go for a slightly longer video because I didn't upload yesterday and I still feel kind of shit about that. But yeah, anyways, let's keep the next one. Okay, so this is most likely, I think it's most likely combo at this point. This actually brings up a very interesting thing. So remember how I said earlier, like, oh, you keep a demon if you have a Voidcaller or Skull in case, you know, you don't have one on the turn you play it. What happens if you have the two best ones that are not Voidcaller, right? You pick Enhanced Dreadlord every single time, by the way. Just one, because of this, if anything happens to this, right, this comes down a turn earlier, which is really, really big. The other thing is, if he doesn't play anything here, by the way, you hold on to this. And if it's the thing to draw things that have one attack, you still keep this. You don't play it on two. Because it's most likely combo, so you have to play this after he pulls out the combo. Also, you want to find Finley and Wizard in case it is combo, because they have to play Uther a turn before they go off. That's not typically in the combo list. I could just test the waters with this, but I think it's better to do this. Because I should have probably played the Lackey. Yeah, I should have played the Lackey. It's slightly better to play Lackey. This gives me Sense Demons though next turn, which is really, really solid. Depending on what he does, of course. It's always scary to play this card super early on without an answer. Normally I say don't play unless you have an answer. But against a lot of decks, it doesn't matter, kind of. What the fuck? What did you do? Add a red weapon to your hand. Okay. Please be Curse Blade. By the way, I don't think I said this yet, but I hope y'all have a drink. I got me a Pepsi because I finished the water I had. And, yeah. That's a fantastic draw right there. It would have been better, like, Mal'Ganis Dreadlord, but beggars can't be choosers, right? I just didn't want to hit Voidcaller, because Voidcaller pulling Voidcaller is super fucking bad. It's like the same thing as Skull pulling Voidcaller. It's super fucking bad. If he's tempted to play the weapon he has here, it's most likely a pretty shit one. It's not like a Gore Howl or Doomhammer. You know, something. It's not something like broken. That's a Fiery War Axe, which is pretty fucking good if you ask me. But hey. This is a fine play here. Right now what I'm doing is I'm looking at health totals as well. So this is a 2 health. This is a 1 health. So if he plays a 3 health minion, Defile becomes super powerful next turn. When you're playing a deck with the card Defile, every single turn, you look if you can wipe the board with Defile. And then if you can, and you think the board is dangerous enough, you pull the trigger almost instantaneously. Because the animation does take a while. So, while the animation is happening, you can think about the rest of your turn. Like, Defile here is, like, super good, right? That's, like... you played into Defile like it's no one's fucking business. I don't need that alive, but... I'm actually gonna proc this as Avenge first. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I want to play the Sense Demons afterwards, Because, as I said, right, you don't want it... I have 3 demons left in my deck, so there's high odds that it would have pulled Voidcaller. And I don't want to pull the Voidcaller with it. Right? So, again, like, see there? If your opponent normally plays into the Defile that hard, by the way, it's normally they just don't think of the card Defile. Or they have something really good. In this scenario, that's going to be a Shadow Word Death, most likely. Or some other form to kill this. And I'm fine with that. There's the Death. I would have liked to keep it for 1 turn to be able to play a Kobold Librarian. But, you know what? I'm fine with it. Boards like this are, like, still really small. Oh shit, it's Secret. I was not expecting to see Secret. Pulling that removes a lot of value out of that. So this is hitting here, this is hitting here next turn, by the way. So thinking about that, how do I want to play around that for next turn, right? I want to play around that is just hit pass, because if he doesn't do that trade, right? This is hitting here almost for sure. It's just like a very clean hit. Next turn is most likely Plague, or Voidcaller Plague. Hopefully I draw like Gul'dan. Because that way I can do Expired Merchant, Voidcaller Plague. And hopefully it just goes off face here. This way I have an extra kill on the board. That's fine. I have to play the Expired Merchant anyways when I Plague. So I'm not worried about not necessarily getting the most amount of value. By the way, the recent Plague, or Dirty Rat was fine there. Because at this point you know it's not combo. He's playing Highlander Pally, which I don't think is a real deck, if I'm being 100% serious with myself. Okay, so I guess I do this. This. Right now it's a roughly it's a 40% chance right now if I do this. It's a 50% hit either of them. So I think, yeah, the odds are better doing this. It increases the odds significantly, like 50%. Okay, so it wasn't best case scenario, but this still isn't bad. That's fine. I knew it was another Revenge, which is why I wasn't scared to do it, because he played Zephyrus, so you know it's not Highlander, right? Now this and this can hit here. The 3 tokens can hit there. I drop this next turn. I'm chilling. So that's showing Uther? I'm pretty sure. I also get to just drop big demons now every single turn, and I get to kill that off still. That's actually a really good draw. Okay. I think right now I'm far enough ahead where he has 1 card a turn, even if that's like Lay on Hands. He can still only really play 1 card a turn for a while. That's most likely Uther or Tyrion, if I had to take any guesses. And if it's Lotheb, okay. So his deck really doesn't curve high. That's fine with me. I don't have a 3. I don't have a 3 unless I replace my hero power, which is not something I really want to do. Okay. The reason this right here is better than playing a demon, at 5 cost, there's nothing really that can deal with this and kill me. Like, sure, if that's a Consecrate, it sucks, but I pull a demon and I get to play another demon next turn, which makes my board arguably stronger in the long run. This is a 5 cost or lower card, so what would he have not have played? Quality? If it's a quality, it's a quality, is how I see it. My board has Death Rattle, so if it's a quality Consecrate, I'm perfectly fine. And as you can see, he conceded, because we out-big-brained him. Alright. So we evened it up again. I'm gonna test my luck and try to hit Diamond right now. So I guess we just queue up the next one. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Mage is such a fucked matchup for us. It's super hard to play. I know normally you might think like, oh, Mage should be easy, right? Your deck has Infinity Taunt minions. But it's not. It's actually a very, very hard matchup. This is actually a really solid draw, the Gluttonous Ooze, especially if it's... So we know it's not quest, so that means this is a really good draw. The file is also very, very spicy. But, like, the thing is, this deck has a very, very hard time playing against all the secrets. Which is why it's very hard to play this deck against Secret Mage, but... That's not normally in Secret Mage. It might be Spell Mage, in which case, I'm pretty sure 4 Gul'dans is good enough to beat any deck. Oh, it could be Pocket or Turtle Mage. Either way, those decks, if we have a fast enough start, they can't do shit. And if we have a too slow start, we lose the game anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. I guess this is actually a really okay draw. It's really good if I draw Skull. If I draw Skull for turn 5, I think most games would be an instant win. With like a hand like this, right? Say if this was Skull, or this was Skull, or this was Skull. I think this game might be an instant win. 4-mana spell you play. Oh, it's a minion. Trick is very, very powerful minion. It's one of those minions that occasionally facelessing is like correct. Right? Because you can go faceless on this, and then play this, and then all of a sudden Defile does 5 damage. Right? It would deal 2, killing this, deal 2, killing that, then 5. So it'd be like a 5 mana for 2, 5 damage for 2. Theoretically, if you had a spell damage that had 4 health. Which is why a lot of people initially, when they were playing Defile, played Zealous something. I forgot what it's called. Don't be polymorph. Okay. I have a 1. That's so bad. I have a 1/2. Yeah. I have a 1/2/3 damage for Defile. I could theoretically kill all this with this and this and Defile. But I don't necessarily think that's good. I think it might be better just to rush out the Dirty Rat. Yeah. Let's see what this gives. That's actually a really solid minion to hit. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then I can... that's fine, I guess. I can also do Mistress Plague, but I don't like that. It does put this in hero power range, but that's, again, fine. We're right now really ahead on board. Like, even if he hero powers there. If we get to turn 8, we're fine because we gotta go this. We took out Mana Cyclone, which removes a lot of value from his deck. Not Highlander, so it's just like... Okay, so it's Turtle Mage. Just my guess. That deck normally loses if they don't just draw both turtles. Or both... It loses if it draws both potions. I was actually thinking of doing a series on that deck. Just because it's one of the decks currently in the meta that seems the most interesting to me. Okay, that's... I guess that's good. I like it. Don't have enough for hero power. Plague is not the card I wanted to see. I'm gonna play around Alunath. So I'm gonna keep this in hand. If he drops Alunath here, I have a play. I just, like, this card, I don't like just rushing it out. It's better, I think, to keep him thinking than summoning a 3/3 that he's just gonna deal with. That's fine. He does, okay, so that's just drawing 2 cards for him. Plague deals with it really well, but I want to keep the Plague a little. 8 cards, that's 8 exactly. I'm not a tap just for because I can. And this deals with both of those really fucking well. His health only matters on turn like 10. Right now his health total does not matter whatsoever. I'm hoping he just doesn't have polymorph. He already dealt with Bloodreaver, or he already dealt with what's his face? He already dealt with Mal'Ganis without killing him, which is like feels super bad for me. But yeah. I'm worried about just dying here. That was super greedy of him to play in case I was playing like Hellfire. And this I can do is kill 2 of them without hitting those 2. That's really bad. So right now this theoretically kills this and this. It dies to a fireball. That's fine, but then he still has to kill the 5/5, which again is this and hero power. I'm fine with that. Evocation is fucking terrifying. Hopefully he doesn't get polymorph. Polymorph would feel so fucking bad right now. I'm hoping that he actually has to play something in order to kill this. And he doesn't get a secret for this. Actually, getting a secret for this is not even the end of the world. Because as long as I draw, like, Voidcaller, I'm fine. Or even something like Defile could be, like, stupid good if I also draw a Kobold. Or if, God forbid, something stays alive at 1. Because right now, like, I have this hit, which puts us down to 3, which is kind of awkward. Now I have 5, so that's, now I have a 1 activator. Or he just has actually infinite spell power. What the fuck? Am I just dead? So your evocation was also perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't have the... But that's actually a fairly good drop. Puts me super low though. I don't really want to... I don't really want to swap hero powers. Hopefully this hits the 3 spell damage. It's best case scenario for me. Of course I left the one that has +2 spell power alive, which means I'm dead to Frostbolt. Or almost dead to Frostbolt. That feels so fucking bad. Hopefully it doesn't have 7 direct damage. If I would have left the guy with 1, I would have been much happier. So annoying. I feel like I got cucked this game. For that evocation. I fucking hate this card. I actually fucking despise this card. That is such a good card, and I think I have to play it. I have to start gaining health is the big thing. Good. Not the best res. This feels bad because now I don't have another really big board. But I had to do that. Like, this has to be enough in order to win, or else I lose the game. That's really bad, but I can deal with it. Hopefully it doesn't have a spell he can play. Okay, that's not a spell. Give me another guy to heal 5. So he only has 1 fireball. Okay. I want to keep as many things alive here as possible. This hits there. That gets chomped. That gets hit. That gets popped. Okay. So right now Solarian Prime would wipe the board if he played it, which gives me 2 more of these guys, or of the version. That's fine. Okay. Hopefully that kills that. That's fine. I hate it when they get fucking those. They're so hard to deal with. I'm gonna keep... Ooh, we did it, boys. That was so fucking close. That Bloodreaver Gul'dan top deck could not have been better. Willow would have been also really, really good, but Bloodreaver Gul'dan was by far the best draw I could have had there. Oh, we hit diamond finally. Playing CubeLock. Exactly one, and we're positive again. I have no idea what deck that mage was playing, but deck looks interesting. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. I don't think I'll ever play it, but if I'm gonna play any mage deck, it's probably gonna be either Reno Quest Mage, or Eternal Mage. Just because I think those are the most interesting looking decks. But yeah, we fucking popped off today. So yeah, again, a longer video because I didn't upload yesterday. But yeah, anyways, with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Rep the gang, and I'll see y'all in the next one where hopefully, we hit the Diamond 5, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'll see you guys there. Peace.